Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to create this design here in Pixellab. We're going to be creating this design and we're going to be editing it. We're going to be transforming this design from this to this. So I'll be excited to show you guys how I achieved this, how we created this and edited this with Lightroom. So with that being said, let's get started. I've decided to keep this video short and simple. So of course the basic that you know how to do to import, you're going to import those by yourself and stuff like that. So let's get started with this. Alright, so let me just disable these layers here already. Okay, just hold on. Alright, so the first thing here is the background. Alright, don't worry about backgrounds. I'll be leaving a link for you to download every single background. Okay, so the first thing here is the first background which is there. So what you're going to do is just make sure you increase your background till it comes out from the page. Alright, let me show you what I mean. To the front, the opacity is 5. Just increase your background till it comes out from the page. The opacity of the background is 5. The opacity of this background is 5. So this is the first layer. Place this to the back, back. So for the second one, you do the same. Alright, let me copy this. Hold on. Okay, for this you're going to rotate this background. Hold on. Once it's imported, it should be like this. You just rotate it like this. Increase the size till it comes out from the page. Increase the size till that background comes out from the page, and the opacity of that is 66. So for the next background, which is this, you just the same thing, import it, increase the size till it comes out from the page, and the opacity of that is 66. So for the next background, which is this, just the same thing, import it, increase the size till it comes out from the page, and the opacity of that is 3. So we've done that for the background. So for this, the next thing here is our font here, the bad boy outfit. All right, let me just go back. The bad boy outfit. For this at the top, pick a font. Sorry, pick a text. The size for this is 40. The size for this is 40. The color S code is, we use the gradient. So for this first part, like I said initially, it's here. So just drag this to this place. Just drag this to this place. Click on this drop icon, and you can copy the color S code here. Copy the color S code here. Alright, we don't want to waste time in this video, so let's just be fast. For the second color, click on this here. Also copy the color S code here. Alright, so that would be that. And for the font, don't worry, I remember the font name for this video. Alright, for the font, it's also Conex font like we used in my previous video. So just pick that as the font. Pick that as the font. So hold on. For the stroke at the back, you can see there's a stroke at the back of this. The same size, it's actually the same size, still 40, the same size. So if you want to achieve a stroke for any text, you just go to color. There's no need going to gradients the same way you do transparency for shapes. Just go to color, pick a transparent a transparent color rather. So just pick a transparent color, and okay, I've done that. Then go to your stroke. The color for our stroke is black. The color for the stroke is black, a pure black, and the stroke is 1. So if you've done that, you achieve this. Click on the check mark button. Alright, let me turn on the layer for the bad boy outfit again. So you can see once you've done that, centralize them, both of them to the middle. Then you can see I placed the one at the back, the stroke, I brought it down a bit. Let me show you. I brought it down a bit. Okay, let me count how many times I did that. Oh, sorry. Just hold on. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I brought it down 3 times. This 1px, the length for the adjustments is at 1, so I brought it to 1 and I moved it 3 times. So just do that. So the next thing is this. Copy this, right? The same thing you're seeing here right now. Just write that. Alright, after writing that, the size for this is 21. The font is Montserrat, so there's no need. Alright, there's no even need showing you the font again, since all the fonts and everything will be in the description link for you to download. Alright, the same font I used here, same font Montserrat. The color for this is white. The size is 16. Your text background color is this gradient, like this red gradient. Like I said, any color you have used in anything in Pixellab which is already saved will appear in the it will be at this front already for the next thing you're doing. So just pick that gradient back. Your left padding is 3, your right padding is 3, Okay, the top padding is 0, the bottom is 3, the radius is 17. So just click on that check mark button. I think I mentioned the size. I mentioned the size is 16. Centralize, make sure you have centralized back to the middle. So the next thing I did, the same font we use here, Cloud9. Yeah, the same font is Montserrat. So for that, the size of this is 18. So for my icons, I actually didn't need to arrange them because anytime you have any blur effect like this, it happens once you reduce the size and you want to increase the back, they actually there will be blur. So once you've done that, once it's blur, increase the size again, duplicate it, then it will be clear back. So but it doesn't matter actually though, but in case you don't like it when you're designing, but because once you save it, it will save back as the original, the way it's supposed to be. So let me just delete that. So like I said, let me show you this, the whole icon. So I just crop this out. So I don't actually think it's necessary for me to drop this in the description link, but I'll try my best to do that. So this copy it all, and okay, let me show you in case you're just seeing this video for the first time, how to erase background. Actually, click on the erase background. Okay, it's already erased by itself. Next, previous thing we do normally is this. So you move this. Let me go back. Click on this drop. I don't know the name of this tool. It's still on this tool here, and then you move this to the color you want to erase by erasing white. So we are placing it in white, so you can see that in case you are working with another thing entirely. So that is that. Let me just delete this. I mentioned that the font is Montserrat, right? So the size for, you can actually use the default font for this because the other fonts are similar. So the size for this is 16. So for this, our logo right here, just create a shape, a circle shape. The size for this is 7. The height is 7. I told you earlier that in order to get the exact size and height for this, you just do this 7, right? Okay, it works for this, but hold on, let me show what I was talking about. 7, you disable this maintain ratio, 7. Let's see. Okay, yes, that's that. The gradient is the one, like I mentioned, that the gradient you see there, the gradients are paid there because you've used it before. So so just make that. All right, let me delete this. The font for Cloud9 is hold on, sorry. Let me just copy this. Okay, hold on. Yes, let me show you something. The font for Cloud9 is A American. Yes, A Americana. Okay, A Americana. So for that, the size for this, the read Cloud9, the size is 19. So in order to make them look like this, just go to align. Go to align, click this middle one. If you click this one, it goes to this place. Click this one, it moves to the right. So just click the middle one. So when you are readjusting it like this, it will give you exactly what is in your logo. So let me just delete that. I think I've covered all for this. Yes, I've covered all for our text. So the next thing we're doing, importing your images. You should know how to do that by now already. Alright, you should know how to do that by now already. So I've imported my image here in Pixellab already. So like I said, just know how to import the image already. Let me just take the size for the image so you can work with that also. The size for the image is 3959. I mentioned before, in order to get the exact size I'm saying, disable your maintain ratio and then increase it accordingly. If it is actually not the most, it doesn't work every time, but at least it's work most of the time. That's okay. Let me just duplicate this and try it again. I said 39. Hold on. I said 3959, right? Alright, let's see. 3958. Alright, this one is 3958. Let's see. Okay, there was a little bit of adjustments. If you look, okay, right. The reason why sometimes it doesn't work, but it has readjusted. Let's go back. You see, look at the image. Once it didn't change to 59, but it's adjusted. So just do that for your design, so you can see it's not 100% accurate, but at least it's something. Okay, delete this. So once you have done that, use a create this grid line here. Put out a grid line. Here, and import your next two images. So I've done that. It's actually not hard for you because you follow the grid line. So what you're going to do is, after importing that, just follow the grid line. Place it here on top of on this grid line that we made, and then drag it all the way to the end. So that's that. Do the same for this next image which you're seeing here. So if you can see this, I position this position this. All right, let's move. So once you've done that, you just move it like this till this part of his arm is inside. We're okay with this. We're okay with this. Yes, I'm okay with this. Okay, let me just move it out a bit 2 times. Okay, yes, I'm okay with this. For the next one, move this also to his left. Okay, I'm actually turning the opposite direction. His right arm is here. Move this also. Move this. You actually can move the way you want, but let's just follow the tutorial. Okay, we've done that. So the next thing we did here is the blur effect here. All right, let me show you how I did that. Create a shape. You just make sure your shape is extended from the out of the page. So create a shape. Gradient is already here. All right, but I'll show you how I did that. I've pick mine, so you click on this plus icon. You select this second gradient format. The first one is any color, the default color that came with it already. Just make sure you just pick that. Click on that drop icon too, and or you can let's just put the color to white, and then move this to the extreme end. Initially it will be here, so move this to this place. So pick the second color, which is white. Okay, there's no need moving. Sorry, there's not moving that. So this it will be here. So just move this to this. Follow this line here to the middle. So that's click OK for that. So you can see it's the same thing with what we have here. So you can see that. All right. So just place this here, duplicate it. You can actually blur this to the way you want, and duplicate it and move this a bit to the top. Okay, I think it's okay for me. Let me look both layers. Alright, all that's left is this. Okay, this rectangle on their body. Alright, so in order to create these rectangles you're seeing here, just pick a shape the same way you did for the blur format. So for the first shape, which is black, which is this black, so create a shape, then you can use this alignment stuff. Like, it's actually not necessary, but just place it. You can see it's at the top of this color, and it is just follow this line. Let the shape just be as big as this. Let me tell you the size for this. All right, since you've extended the shape out of the page, you can't actually use enable ratio to get your width at 110. So it doesn't matter if your width is actually 110, as long as it's extended from the page already. Okay, just make sure your height is 16. Make sure your height is 16. Here's what I'm talking about. All right, if you increase this back to 99, and you can see I can't exceed 100. So just make sure your height is 16 and the color is black. The opacity is 9. So just do that for me. All right, go to the next one. The next one, let's see, extend it also. Okay, duplicate the black you made and put the height at 8. Let's try that for this now. Let's see. Let's copy this and put the height at 8. Disable the maintain ratio and put the height at 8. So you can see that's that. The gradient color is this. All right, the opacity for this is 40. Opacity for this is 40. So we can see that's once place it here. Yes, you can see it's clear. All right, I'll just delete that. The opacity for that is 40. Duplicate your red now and make a white, and pick a white color rather. So the width will be the same thing, and your height is 3, and the opacity for this is 50. The opacity for this is 50. So let's see if I think that's all for this. All right, so that's all for creating our design. So what the next one I'm going to be doing now is to be editing this design here in Lightroom. So that being said, I'll see you in Lightroom, guys. Now while you're in Lightroom, so what you're going to do is just to import the design you've made in Pixellab in Lightroom. So I'll just click those 3 dots here and go to add photos and go to files and locate where my design is. All right, it's in Pixellab, so you just locate that and do that. Okay, so one major thing I actually worked with in my design was, okay, since we're doing it already, let's just start with this. So the first thing, like I said, I just follow every single thing. I think it has added auto for me, but let's see. Click on auto. You can see auto is not a good option here, so just go back, go to light. So while in light, our shadow here is 12. Hold on, shadow is 12. Okay, for the white is 13. white is 13, so you can actually leave that 14, but it's 13. Like I said, this histogram is actually showing you when you're exceeding, but I actually didn't use it in this editing. So the black is 20. Black is 20. Alright, this is taking my time, so I think I'll just leave that 21. Okay, 20. The contrast is 25. The contrast is 25. Alright, we've done that. We've finished the light part. We go to vibrance. Sorry, color. The vibrance is 72. So you can see, looking at your design, you can see transformation. Vibrance is 72. So in this vibrance, in this color section, rather, go to mix. You go to mix for the red. It's already in red already, this place. So for the red, your saturation is 97. Saturation is 97. Okay, but I think I increased it. So just, if you can go to 97, why not go to 97? Your luminance is 96. Your luminance is 96. So with that, for the orange is the saturation for the orange is 0, and the luminance is 27. Sorry, luminance is 27. Okay, just click on done. So the next thing we did is went to effect. This is where the transformation actually happened. So for this, our texture is 29. Our texture is 29, and our clarity is 58. So you can see this is the clarity that made this design pop. Our clarity is 58. Clarity is okay. I think I did 59, but let's just leave at 59. Our grain, just scroll down. Our grain is 31. 31. All right, then go to details. Our sharpening is 29. Yes, that's that. So you can see that is how we achieved this effect here in Lightroom. I'm pretty sure you love this, guys. So let me show you the before and after. Just hold your screen down. You can see the before and the after. Like I said, I actually didn't follow the Instagram, but it's actually good to follow the Instagram. Make sure you follow the Instagram next time, but actually didn't follow the Instagram. Yeah. So that is how we achieved this effect. So sorry, we didn't save this. Just make sure you save this to your gallery. Click on this share icon above, share, and then save to device to save in your device. So thank you guys for staying to the end. I really appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, can you like, share, subscribe, and do well to let me know the videos you would like me to create next for this channel. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video.